inaaresto na si Kibuloy, na water cannon pa yung mag-arrest sa kanya. I wonder anong mangyari kung si Bantag naman or si Teves, baka naman may sariling silang drama doon. So, it's gonna be an interesting time. But Sir Ronald,
Di mo napapansin, pare-pareho sila ng lawyers.
wala akong sinasabi, wala ka rin sinasabi. My bad, Ronald, I didn't know. Kaya nga sabi ko,
Sabi pa ni sabi pa ni Harry Roque, tinawag ko kasi yung grupo ni Kibuloy as a cult. Sabi niya illegal daw yung aking pagtawag na cult, no? Munti ko na sabihin na wala siya, naputol siya. Hindi ko alam kung sinadya niya yung pagkawala niya during the interview. Sasabihin ko sana, then file a case against me. Kung illegal yung pagtawag ko kay Kibuloy, yung grupo niya as a cult, illegal daw yon,
hello, hello,
no?
hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Sir
Tapos,
Ronald.
sasagutin ko sana, then file a case against what the illegal thing I said. Pero kaso nawala siya.
Wala, hindi na ubra yung mga ganyan na ekek nila. Sir Ronald, pag-usapan natin ito. Obviously, if you are Sara and you're Digong, medyo matatakot ka in the sense na finally there's some movement. Hindi ko alam kay Kuting, pero mukhang tumatapang si Kuting. Di ba? This is what you and I have been saying. If you look at it, yung statement niya sa PMA, sa Philippine Air Force, and then most recently, ito na openly, the PNP is already talking about destabilization. Everything we've been talking about for the past 2 years, di ba?
More
Is
than a year, 1.5 years.
more than exactly. So in your opinion, this has something to do, right? I mean, magpapanig talaga sila. So you can or so actually parang dress dress rehearsal na ito dun sa potentially mangyari sa kanila, especially kay Digong, di ba? In the coming months if things stand as they are.
Yes, kaya nga itong latest statement ni Sara na the unity team has been dead after the election is very revealing, di ba? Dahil ang sinasabi nila may unity team pa eh, no? Si BBM trying to maintain the semblance of unity, yung presidente ng Partido Federal which was supposed to be the ruling party, ang sabi niya ay meron pang unity team, ang nawala lang ay yung agreement. Hindi ko maintindihan ano yung ibig sabihin niya. Sinasabi niya, yung kasunduan ang nawala. We need a new contract. Ano yung contract na yun? Anong laman ng contract? Pero yung unit team still remains.
Talent,
Yan yung
talent,
sabi niya a month
talent
ago.
manager pala itong mga to eh. Talent manager.
Oh, a
Parang
month
love
ago,
team
yun ang
pala to.
sabi nung
Showbiz, Sir
governor,
Ronald, parang
yung
love team kailangan ng
presidente.
kontrata yan. Oo, parang si Kim Chiat.
Yes, yes, yun ang sabi
Yan,
niya.
parang si ano.
Hindi
Oo.
ko mas honest si Vice President Sara. Sabi niya, the unit team ended when we won. No? Kaya sabi niya,
Napang
when
elections
we
lang
were no
naman talaga
longer a
yon.
candidate,
It was just
dahil
for elections. Yeah.
wala naman talaga silang plataforma, wala naman silang principles, wala naman silang vision, di ba? There's nothing there. So, in a way, mas honest siya about the cynicism of the unity. It was really a very cynical arrangement
A tactical
between two
alliance.
dynasties,
Yeah.
between two families to win. No? At in no uncertain terms, sinabi ni Vice President Sara, it ended after the election.
So, well, I mean, I appreciate her honesty na tactical alliance lang naman talaga itong unit team. So, kudos to Vice President Sara Duterte. But obviously, we're seeing moves in the lower house to push Sara getting kicked out as Secretary of Education among others. I mean, may mga kaibigan tayo dyan or thinking, but wait, bakit siya Secretary of Education? Ano ulit ang ambag niya? Ano ulit yung expertise niya? And then now, obviously, she's saying openly na wala na yung unit team na yan in a retrospective sense. Do you think maybe Sara has already given what the other side was looking for to get the ball rolling? In a sense, for a long time, kasi Sara by feeding the illusion of unity team was trying to postpone what you could say was the inevitable, di ba? But now, do you think this will be the opening for the other side to, I don't know, get her out of the administration and then pave the way na for crackdown on Digong and maybe Sara herself? Do you think this is the clincher? This is the turning point?
Yes, because in just a little over 10 months, meron ka ng midterm election. In 4 months, filing of candidacy na. Di ba? So, klaro pagdating ng midterms, klaro sa filing of candidacy, no? Officially, the lines will be drawn. Nitong nakaraang taon, the lines have been drawn but not officially. Sa filing of candidacy, I'm almost sure there will be a Duterte slate and a Marcos slate. So malalagay na sa spot si Sara. Sino ba susuportahan niya? The administration slate na siya ay obligadong suportahan dahil part siya ng official family as the secretary of the biggest department in government, or pupunta siya doon sa kanyang natural base, yung kanyang pamilya, to lead the new opposition, to lead the anti-Marcos slate. Hindi na siya pwedeng manatili sa gitna. Whether dumating yung ICC o hindi, nang sinasabi ni Senator Trillanes, darating. Pero whether dumating o hindi, no, the lines will be formally drawn during the filing of candidacy. Because there will now be a Marcos slate and a Duterte slate na maglalaban sa midterms. So nasaan dyan ngayon yung Secretary ng Education? Nasaan ngayon dyan yung Vice
Correct.
President?
Correct.
Hindi na siya pwedeng nasa gitna. So yung kanyang moves ngayon, yung hindi niya pagdalo sa Independence Day rally, yung hindi niya paggamit ng hymn at saka ng oath to the flag, at yung kanyang statement na unity ended after the elections, ito ay tingin ko indicative ng kanyang more or less final positioning vis-a-vis the government.
Yeah, I think this is it na.
Na
No?
matagal na natin sinasabi.
Matagal na natin sinasabi, of course, the disagreement we had, hindi naman disagreement, but in the sense that I was saying maybe they can still
Nuancing yun.
yeah,
Hindi
yeah.
disagreement.
Yeah, it's just different shades. Sabi ko, they can still drag it on for quite some time. Ikaw naman, I think you were a little bit more optimistic na hindi ganun katalino yung mga to be able to kabuki this all the way, right? So here we are, very, very interesting times. And your sense is also BBM is getting very much more robust and all of that. I don't know if you have seen it. Ang best performing vlog natin ay papunta na sa 100,000 views nito. Yung from prodigal son to great statesman ek natin kay BBM. Ang dami na comment. I don't know if this is organic or not organic naman yung mga nag-respond doon. So, are we being, in retrospect, do you think we have been unfair to BBM?
Tapos din yung ating podcast about Risa.
Oh, that one is a bestseller on all platforms. Pero ito, biglang big time siya on YouTube. And I was like, and ang daming comments, 1,000 comments, I don't know. And so, do you think in retrospect, maybe Marcos will be vindicated? The reason I say it is, obviously you and I, we follow what's happening in Europe very closely. So as soon as the European election results came out, at wasak yung center-left, SPD in Germany, and Greens, and bugbog sarado yung grupo ni Macron. Macron called for new elections, which everyone thought is totally crazy. But may sinabi si Macron something like, journalists never understand parang the complexity of my thought. Parang in short, hindi kayo kasing talino ko. Salita kayo na ng salita. Just trust in me. I'm gonna pull this off. Do you think Digong may have that moment? And I'm skeptical about Macron's case, but maybe vindicated also in the sense that say, oh, lahat sa kayo sinasabing kuting ako, ganyan ako. But that's the point. That was the subterfuge. I'm a wolf in the sheep's clothing. I mean, like, is this it? Or it's just that the Dutertes are just so incompetent and like just shooting themselves.
Una kasi Richard, hindi na pwedeng i-maintain ni BBM yung semblance of unity. Diba? Dahil magkakaroon na ng dalawang separate slate. Hindi na niya ma-maintain yun. No? Ikalawa, kung sakaling papasok yung elephant in the room, lalo nang hindi. Diba? Lalo nang hindi. At ikatlo, mukhang yung kanyang claim about destabilization ay very serious na from his vantage point. Paano? Yung kanyang chief of staff, sinabi na yan last year. Tayo, sinabi na yan natin for more than a year. No? Pero ayaw pa rin niyang tanggapin. Ngayon, ang lahat ng kanyang speeches, always about destabilization. Ibig sabihin, siniseryoso na niya. Kung siniseryoso na niya yan, sino ba yung nagde-destabilize? Not me. I presume, hindi rin ikaw. So, sino yung ibang nagde-destabilize? Di ba? Di ba? So malinaw naman kung sino yung
Yun
kanyang
lang.
sinisisi dito sa destabilization. So,
Oh, hindi natin sinasabi mga Duterte yan, pero he knows better than us, Sir Ronald Llamas. I just want to add something before we go to the final part of our discussion because I want to talk about the real opposition. Kamusta naman sila again? Para naman hindi tayo akusa na nag-apply na naman tayo sa Malacanang. Excuse me, I'm too busy for that. Si Ronald naman ano yan. Si Ronald is a swashbuckling mercenary. You can't afford him. Mataas ang freelancing ito. Si Ronald, mm, are you worried that if the Dutertes go down, which is more than 50% chance suddenly, that Marcos might go all the way in a sense of let's go for gold, let's change the constitution, di ba? I mean, if they do very well in the 2025 at wawasakin nila yung kabila, hindi ka na nababahala na baka yung wolf in sheep's clothing na yan ay maging wolf in wolf's clothing. Or baka naman
hindi ako,
sheep's clothing talaga to. I'm sorry,
hindi ako magugulat na merong significant elements within the Marcos camp na gustong i-push yung limits na yan. Lalo na pag nawala yung mga Duterte. Pero, I doubt kung yan ay, may dalawang problema yan eh. Una, the Senate. You will have a new Senate in the midterms. Bakit naman papayag yung new Senate na baguhin yung rules of the game? Di ba? Eh kakaupo pa lang nila. Eh ang kailangan mo 3/4. So I doubt if it will pass the muster of the Senate. No? Yun yung problema. Ikalawa, international. Ang ganda na ng kanyang image sa international eh. Gusto ba niyang mabago pa yan? No? Maganda na yung kanyang standing sa international eh. No? And partly because kinukumpara siya kay Digong. And partly because of standing up to China, which is a dictatorship. Tapos, magkikreate ka ng isang political project na medyo gray yung kanyang color vis-a-vis democracy. Eh baka tamaan siya. No? Maliban pa dun sa mahihirapan niyang pumasa sa Senado, tingin ko ipe-preserve ni BBM yung na-establish na niya na rebranding ng kanyang pangalan sa international scene. So yun yung kwan. Pero I'm almost sure may magtutulak. May magtutulak
Yeah.
na yung limit.
I actually agree with you, and I think again, baka yung mga kasing solid north, mga ka-solid north natin magalit na naman kayo sa akin yung term ko daw na prodigal son, hindi never daw siya prodigal son. Sabi ko basahin niyo yung sinusulat ng sarili ng tatay. But anyway, going back to BBM, and for me the most important thing is BBM doesn't want things to be hard for his sons, right? He has gone through a lot, and I think one of his best decisions. I think he's a very good father. We can have a lot of discussion. I think he's a very good father. I think he cares that his sons will not have the kind of stigma and isolation and everything that he had to suffer because of his father's megalomania. And
Kaya
as a wife,
natatawag tayong pro-BBM eh.
ayan na naman tayo. Sige, cut nyo na ng tong part na to, tapos i-slice na yung kabila. No, I mean, this is rational. This is smart. And I think First Lady perhaps is also, a kind of a big inspiration for this thing. Kasi mom siya, matalino siya. And speaking of the Senate President, hindi mo sinagot eh. What was that thing with Cheese Uskedera na gobble up? Like, what was that?
Ayoko na magbigay ng pandon. Dun sa ganung klase. No? Maraming angulo ron eh. Maraming angulo. May nagsasabi, just putting the Senate President in his place. Na we created you. Parang may ganung klase na dating. No? Pwede naman na baka nung pagdating ng First Lady ron, medyo marami na siyang nainom. No, medyo marami na siyang nainom. Pwede, may ganung klase rin
Pero
manifest.
Sir Ronald, the two are not mutually exclusive. It's very possible both happen at the same time, right? Si Cheese,
pero hindi ko na papatulan. Kaya nga nung na-raise mo yan, nag-smile na lang ako eh.
Oh nga, Sir Ronald, you never do that to me. Kahit 1 a.m. na dito, sabi ko, hindi ko lalampasan ito. Babalikan ko yan sa episode 4. Alright. Okay, thank you very much, Sir Ronald. Let's go to our last episode. Pag-usapan naman natin dito yung totoong opposition kasi sasabihin na naman nag-apply na naman tayo sa Lawag City Council or... Salamat, sir. Thank you very much.
May hulanong salita na ang ibig sabihin dito ay ang pagkakaisa. Bunyog Party List. Halika na, Bunyog Party List ka na. halika na, Bunyog Party List ka na.
Sa susunod, ang atinang suportahan, Bunyog Party List, nagtataguyod ng katotohanan, lumalaban para sa bayan.